Hello there everybody and welcome back to Magna Carta 2. In the last video we headed back towards Ruhalt Basin and we were just about to enter Belfort in an attempt to go to the capital city and rescue Zephy from Shuenzite and Elgar. Alright, so you can see the capital city in the background, but this place is looking awfully grim. You can see that there's seedfall here, most likely because it's the most war-ravaged area in the entire land. But all the trees are also dead, and it's just a very sad, depressing looking place.
Doomseeds. I expect that everyone is tired, so let's rest here for a while.
Yes, but this isn't the time. We have to get to Belfort as soon as possible.
Going to Belfort means that we must be prepared to lay down our lives. Save your strength. You're going to need every bit of it.
They say that in Belfort, there are more days with seedfall than without. We should bear that in mind when we are fighting.
I see.
Refugees have been leaving Belfort to escape the seedfall, so for the most part, it can no longer sustain its functions as a city. Seedfall is especially bad on the city's north side, so it should be almost devoid of civilians. The southern forces tried to cross Ruhalt and advance on the capital, but they were stopped in their tracks by the intensity of the seedfall.
If it's deserted, it'll be easier to move around.
Belfort, huh?
Juto, don't let it get you down.
Yeah.
We'll rescue Zephy, you know that, right?
You're right. But I wonder, will Zephy accept me?
Good question.
You'll just have to be prepared for that.
Yeah. Even if Zephy doesn't forgive me, it doesn't matter.
Damn. Why did it have to be you? Why did you have to be Elgar?
You seem depressed.
Yeah, I'm worried and anxious.
Don't worry, Celestine. Zephy will be all right.
Yeah, you're right. So much is happening all at once. It's like my head is swimming in a fog. I mean, a little while ago, Juto went all crazy and fought us.
That's what war is. Emotions get all tangled up, and people hurt each other.
Why? Why do people fight?
Because their notions of what's right are incompatible.
What you're saying, Argo? It's over my head, and I don't understand it. But I don't ever want us to end up as enemies, hating each other forever. I want to fight by your side till the end of time, laughing together, crying together. I don't want any more of my friends to become my enemy.
Celestine, we'll never turn on each other.
Yeah, from now on, even after the war ends, let's stay together like this forever, okay?
That sounds nice. We're setting out soon. Rest while you can.
Sure, Argo. I want to see Zephy again.
None of us needed to mention it, but we were all keenly aware of Zephy's absence. The Doomseeds continued to fall silently. In that moment, it looked as if the world was being stained in shadow. It was at a time like this that I finally learned just how important her presence was. It's the first time I felt the pain of loss. Zephy, when I see you again, how can I look you in the eye?
So this is all a bunch of very sad stuff. I didn't really mention it, but you can probably gather that this whole area is really, really depressing. It doesn't look nice, it doesn't feel nice to be here. The people are all affected by the war, and as they've mentioned, doom scenes aren't good for people to be in. Prolonged exposure can make people sick and whatnot, so it's not a good situation. Now, before you head into the city, which as you can see is absolutely huge, there's actually quite a big area outside, which is the Starlight Field. So before we head into the city, we're just going to go and collect some chests, and we're also going to pay a little visit to a character that we haven't seen in a little while. So I'm going to move over to the western side of the map here to get one of 2 treasure chests out in this area. Defeat some more Wereboars while I'm at it. Get a little bit more experience and a little bit more money before heading into the city. We are going to buy some new weapons and armor and other equipment when we go inside the city walls, so it's good to have a little bit of money stockpiled so that you are able to afford anything that you might need. And if you haven't been stocking up on items, then that might also be a good idea as well. I find that items become a lot more important during the second half of the game, more so than the first half. And I've been doing my own sort of stockpiling here and there. So once we've gathered that chest, we're going to head north, going around this big rock here. And in the distance you can see somebody surrounded by a big group of Wereboars. So we're gonna jump into the fray here and help out Malaccia, of all people. I don't know why he's outside the city walls fighting a bunch of wars on his own, but we should probably help the guy, since I'm assuming he's not going to be able to take on all of these creatures all by himself. And if we don't save him, or if you forget to come over here and see him, you won't be able to find him again. This is the second encounter with Malaccia, and we'll be running into him one more time before we're actually able to do the side quest for him. So this is an important step, and I would recommend doing this before heading into the city. Just in case, I don't think that his health bar goes down until you run into him, but I'm really not sure. I've never tested that out. It is easy enough just to find him before you go into the city, so that's what I've always sort of done. And as soon as all the Wereboars are taken care of, we can speak to him and ask him what the heck he's doing out here. Now luckily the Doomseeds have stopped, so now Ruse is going to be able to generate some con, along with any other wizards that you may have in your party.
Malaccia? What are you doing here?
You really came. You came to see me, didn't you? I knew it. The legend of the Drops of Saya was true.
Drops of Saya? The Drops of Saya! If you offer up those flowers, you'll be bound to the person you care about.
They're pretty famous among the Mare.
That's right! That's exactly right. This is the only place where you can get the drops of Saya.
I don't get it. How in the world can you believe that kind of story?
But you came all this way. What's true is that my feelings were conveyed to you.
I want nothing to do with a weakling who clings to superstition. This place is dangerous, so return to the city at once.
But I didn't care how dangerous it was. I wanted to find some drops of Saya and convey my feelings to you.
You did you? In that case, we have warned you, so my team and I will now return to the city.
You're going to leave me here? Please, don't leave me here all alone!
Still, considering that you don't come right out and say, "I hate you" to him, maybe he has a shot?
I feel no need to expend feelings on that man one way or the other. Come on, let's go.
I find those cutscenes between those two to be so very amusing. Poor guy is let love cloud his judgment. But we did save him, which is good. Kind of by chance sort of encounter. Didn't exactly go there because he had found the flowers, but he can believe whatever he wants to believe. He is sort of pathetic, but I also feel a little bit sorry for him. With Rue being the Ice Queen and all. After you have saved Malaccia, you're going to head over to the eastern part of the map. And there's sort of a building, an abandoned building that we're not able to go into with some enemies. And that's where our other chest is going to be. And then that's it. There's only 2 chests in the area, which is sort of surprising considering how large of an area it is, but I guess because all the wartime stuff is going on, it's more just like a desolate wasteland with nothing really going on. And it would be really tough for the people because this would probably be a great location to grow food on, and I imagine that because of the Doomseeds, you wouldn't be able to grow anything. So not only are the people probably fleeing from the Doomseeds because it's making them sick, and the war is going on, but they're probably starving because they can't grow any food. So here's our second chest here, with a God's Eye Kamond in it. And I forget what that one does. I'll have to take a look when I go to fix up my Kamond board, but I just did that off screen, so I'm pretty much good to go. So now that that is finished, we can head up towards the city. There is a pillar just outside the city walls if you'd like to save. And when you're ready, advance on towards the big looming door and open it up.
Several Southern Forces agents have infiltrated Belfort. I received their help when I worked undercover in a Northern Forces installation in order to obtain classified information. We should be able to get clues from them as to Princess Rusafilda's whereabouts.
No, that won't be necessary. Sephi was probably taken to the Sentinel laboratory beneath the palace.
Can you say that with any certainty?
You know it from when you were undercover here, right? That place is Shuinsight's inner sanctum. It's the perfect place to scheme without having to worry about prying eyes.
Shudo, you'd better not be leading us into a trap.
If you doubt me that much, kill me right now. I won't try to stop you. If you won't go, I'll go there myself.
Fine. First, let's go to the Southern Forces barracks. It's reckless to stroll right into the enemy's lair. First, we should look for the Southern Forces agent named Cooks. He might be able to tell us something useful.
Sure. Good idea.
For now, Princess Rizafilda is our top consideration.
Alright, so we have a couple of things to do in the city. We're going to be able to pick up a couple of side quests. We can go and speak to Rue's friend Cooks in order to get a little bit more about the story. And there's also a spot in the city where you can purchase commons, weapons, accessories, and items. So it's kind of nice because it's all in the same place. Couple of treasure chests to pick up as well. There's a chest with a Kamond near all of the merchants, which is on the right-hand side of the city. And then from there, if you want to go over towards the left side of the city, towards the exclamation point, that is where Cooks is going to be. And we can speak to him. This chest here contains a defense level 3 Kamond, and there's 2 of them, which is a bonus. And behind Cooks, there's also a chest for a 4-leaf clover Kamond. I'm probably going to hold off on speaking to Cooks or doing any of the optional side missions for now. We'll do that in the next video. There's not really a whole lot in this city. As you can see, it's pretty much been blown to bits, but we're going to try and help out the city's people the best that we can before moving on and helping Sephi. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will be seeing you next time.